Hey man, welcome back, My Speaking Podcast fan. It's your boy Daryl, Sanchez, South Carolina finest, Orangeburg County on. We back at it again. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to my co-host on the other side. Y'all already know who he is, but he's just gonna introduce himself.
Ain't nobody but Mike, man, aka Booby Choke yourself, man. Reese's Pieces.
Hey man, we may not always be right, we may not always be wrong.
We're always gonna get our master opinion what we're speaking on.
And with that being said, man, we're just gonna jump right into this, man. Talk about a couple of coaching incidents. We're gonna talk about the Buffalo Bills owner. I think his name was Pagula or something like that. You know how he was kind of like trashing the outgoing coach and then trashing one of his the second round pick Keon Coleman as a wide receiver. What you thought about his press conference, and should owners actually be doing press conference? Should they just play the back? Yeah, you know we had that, and we kind of had that situation where I don't want to over had the Carolina Panthers, but he's always playing in front, and you know a lot of people didn't like that. So what you think about it?
I'm finna go on a little rant right quick. So what I think about it is straight BS. First and foremost, they owner Sean McDermott. That game was Saturday.
Yeah.
Sean McDermott got fired, I think, on a Monday. The owner he saw Josh Allen go to the podium, was crying. He said that's why he pulled the trigger, because Josh Allen was emotional about the loss. But let me ask you a question. Now I'm not being funny, but did Sean McDermott play the game?
No, he didn't.
He ain't throw no interception, did he?
He didn't.
Sean McDermott been there 9 years. In 7 straight years, he been in the playoffs. They've been to the playoffs 8 out of the 9 years he was there.
Yep.
He won 73% of his games that he coached in the regular season. That's a damn good record.
Yep.
So you telling me because Josh Allen, so-called golden boy, he have a bad game, he started crying, 6'5", 240-pound, crying at the podium. He said he felt like he let his team down. Yeah, he did let his team down.
Yeah.
And because of that, now you got your coach fired. But the owner, which was crazy to me, that means the owner really didn't have a good relationship with Sean McDermott. Because then you go on the podium, like you said, when Brandon Beane and him had a press conference, not only did he sit there and say, this is why he fired McDermott, he said, hold on. Keon Coleman, the second round pick, I didn't want him. This is what the old coaching staff wanted. So you throwing, but this is what I'm saying. Listen how this, throwing general manager up under the bus, the whole coaching staff up. So you telling me you the owner, when you was going through the draft pick process, when you was in the room, you gonna say, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and roll with y'all. Y'all go ahead, y'all know better, which sometimes they do. But don't come out now and sit there and throw that kid up under the bus. Keon Coleman, he might not be okay. Just like he's just like Xavier Legette. They was drafted in the same draft class, if I'm not mistaken. Dan Morgan came out the other day and said, guess what? Some people just take a little slower to get to where we want them to be. Now, behind closed door, the Panthers might be saying Legette ain't it, but they're not coming out saying it publicly.
Yeah.
The owner came out and said it public. So what you think Keon Coleman gonna be doing next year? He gonna be trying to get a trade. He ain't gonna want to be there. And let me ask you a question. What makes Josh Allen so a golden child? He's the best player in the league because of what? What has he won? What does he want? I'm asking you.
You really want me to answer that question?
I'm asking a real question.
You really want to answer that question?
Yes.
Hey, it's no shot. It's no shot at Josh Allen. It's no shot at Josh Allen. No shot at Josh Allen. He's a great player. I loved him at Wyoming. Like I said, when he was the Cowboys, I love him.
Yep.
It's what the NFL has always been. It's ugly hair is rearing out. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you be trying, the NFL remind me of a plantation. I mean, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got these rich old owners that got that old money, that old slave money from back in the days, and they still got that plantation mentality. And it is what it is. I mean, you can sit there and sugarcoat it, or everybody else can sugarcoat it, but we all know what it is. It's a bunch of rich, older white male, Caucasian males that set in their ways, a la Jerry Jones. Not throwing Jerry Jones on the bus, but you know what I'm saying? They got that old money and them old ways, and it's hard to change when you already set in your old ways. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to change. Not saying that they can't, but it is what it is. So that mentality is the same. I own a team. You do what I say. If you don't do what I say, it's my way or the highway. Which they have every right to say that because they got the money. But now you see all these new owners coming in, or these owners that come in now, it usually be like a 2-team or three-person ownership. It's an ownership group now. So the mentality kind of like changes a little bit, but you still have those ownership that still got that old way of thinking. And that ownership, you go ahead. You got some media.
No, go ahead, keep going. You go ahead, finish your point.
And with that, you got the media folk that still think the same way too. Because the media is what drives a lot of the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Josh Allen. If that's all you're hearing from the media in every CBS, NBC, all the little mom and pop little podcasts and the big major podcasts and all these other media outlets, that's pushing for the Josh Allens, which he's, he deservingly so. The next golden child, big star in the NFL, the Josh Allens, the Joe Burrows. But Joe Burrows is a great quarterback from LSU. You know what I'm saying? He always leads Cincinnati, with passing yards and things like that. But then, you have your little Lamar Jacksons, which kind of like gets scrutinized a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody sees it, man. It's already out there.
Well,
I ain't seen
I
nothing that
want to touch
nobody
on that.
ain't.
See,
Yeah,
stop
go
right
ahead.
there. I want to touch. This is what
Go
I.
ahead.
So you went right to what I was about to go to. Joe Burrow did get to a Super Bowl, but he hasn't won Jack. And you know I love Joe Burrow more than anything else.
Yeah.
But he hasn't won anything yet. But still he gets on his pedestal. Josh Allen, I think Josh Allen's a great quarterback. He gets put on the pedestal. Put on the pedestal. Patrick Mahomes is above that because Patrick Mahomes done won Super Bowls.
Exactly.
But when they get to Lamar Jackson, let me try to critique this the best way I know how. He got a southern twang to him. He don't talk like a Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow or Josh Allen. So he's not there. They'll say he's not as marketable as some of these other quarterbacks. He got twists in his head, so he don't really like to talk a lot of his press conferences. That's just not his thing. They'll scrutinize him and talk junk about him. But the Joe Burrows and the Josh Allens of the world, even the Justin Herberts, but they the prototypical quarterback. These are what you want: 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". But it's just, to me,
the same thing that we've been hearing for years.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to the Warren Moon days. It goes back to the Randall Cunningham days. It goes back to these. They are good. It's always they're good, but they're good, but it's always a but behind. Cam Newton was a transcending quarterback. He's 6'6". He's got all the physical traits, but he's not a great. He's not accurate with the pass. Michael Vick was elusive, but he's not accurate with the pass. You never put a butt behind a Joe Burrow or Josh Allen or none of these. And I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it real with you.
Yeah, keeping it a buck. Yeah.
I'm just, if we're gonna be a Monster Speaking podcast and we're gonna keep it real, we gotta
speak our truth. They're gonna speak our truth. Yeah.
All these guys I'm speaking about, I'm not saying that they're a great quarterback.
They're great quarterbacks. Yeah.
It's just that Josh Allen, what the way I'm hurt is because Josh Allen basically, what his owner came out and said, Josh Allen basically got Sean McDermott fired.
Yeah.
Just like John Harbaugh. I'm gonna get this. Now I'm gonna say this about Lamar Jackson. He don't get a pass. John Harbaugh was saying basically Lamar Jackson didn't practice no Wednesdays. So basically Lamar Jackson had his own timeline of when he gonna practice, when he gonna play, or when he gonna play. As a coach, how can you? And this is what I'm mad about with Lamar Jackson. How you got a coach that won a Super Bowl, know how to get to the Super Bowl? Don't get me wrong. Last year, Andrews dropped the pass. We get all that.
Yeah.
He made a mistake.
Yeah.
Lamar gets you there. But at the same time, how can you not play or go all out for a coach that done been to the Super Bowl to get you to the Super Bowl, but you ain't going all out for him, and you got him fired?
And see, we can go on a tangent with that because, see, that's another little thing that we can kind of like go, take a little side road off on with that, because that's that star player mentality. And that goes to all the players like Lamar Jackson or Josh. You get that special treatment, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else got to do this right here, but since you the star player, okay, well, we'll let you go ahead and have your wins is all.
What does he want?
I know
What does he want?
It's saying he ain't won nothing, but I'm saying that's that treatment that they get. And you know what? That really don't fall on Lamar Jackson. You know who that falls on? Ownership. Remember how I was telling you before? We was talking about the NBA and LeBron James and all them other players, they running the NBA, the players running the NBA. Whose fault is that on? Like we and you always talking about, I ain't gonna let nobody come in my house and tell me what to do. This is my house. You ain't gonna tell me how I got
but you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what sport. It doesn't matter what sport it is. If your mentality is not to win and go out there, much as I love Cam Newton, we're right here in Charlotte. We love Cam Newton.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard Cam say I'm taking no practice days off. He out there grinding. So my thing is, now don't get me twisted. Cam never won a Super Bowl, but he took us. The the reason I put Cam on a different pedestal than the rest of them, he didn't have the offensive side that Jalen Hurts had. He didn't have an offensive side like two receivers like Joe Burrow. Now Josh Allen is on the same wavelength a little bit of what Cam had on the
he ain't got the receivers.
He didn't have the receivers. He had a receiver.
Yeah.
But Cam at least got us over the hump. He got us to the Super Bowl. We didn't win it, but he got us there. This is he took a team that he was offensively challenged that year in 2015, but he got to the Super Bowl. But these quarterbacks, like you say, they get put on the pedestal. But I'm like, why? Why do you get put? Now I can see Patrick Mahomes say, "I'm gonna take a day or two off." I can see that.
Yeah.
But Joe Burrow,
because you know what, he can do that because guess what he got? He vested. You know how when you get fired, when you get vested, and your Roth IRA growing up, he got equity, man. He done win. He done been to the Super Bowl. He done got a couple championships. So yeah, he can do that. You can't do that. Yeah, he can do that. None of the other ones can do that until they get vested. And what I mean vested is winning the Super Bowl. When you win a Super Bowl, okay, now you're vested. Now you can kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
So I guess the question is now, Buffalo and Baltimore are two of the you got two premier quarterbacks there. I'm gonna ask you a question. Well, one of them got done today, and I don't know if you saw this. Which one is a better coaching job to take, Buffalo or Baltimore? Baltimore has Lamar Jackson. Buffalo has Josh Allen, two of the top 4 quarterbacks in the league. Which one would you rather say would be a better place to? Because now breaking news just happened. Joe Minter, the defense coordinator for Los Angeles Chargers, he just got named the Ravens coach. So I'm just asking your opinion, but he just got named the coach within the last 2 or 3 hours. And come to find out, he was on the Baltimore defensive team from 2017 to 2021, 22. So he's been there with Lamar. So they kind of know him in that.
Yeah, you know the culture.
So that's why they went back and got somebody. But he done took the job. But in your opinion, I'm asking you, which one is a better job, the Buffalo Bills or Baltimore?
You can flip a coin on that because they're both kind of good. I mean, either or. You know, they both got pretty good defense. Now Buffalo defense, they've been during the playoff, they've been averaging 31 points a game. You know, the opponent.
They bad. They bad.
Yeah. So they got to get their defense, step back up. And you know what? I would say, but you know what? Because then you got to think about Baltimore defense. Them guys are kind of like long in the tooth. A lot of them guys is getting hurt and stuff like that. So their defense is on the decline. They ain't got no premier wide receivers. They got the little scat back type of wide receivers. Like how I know a la Flowers. He's a little scat back. But everybody trying to do the little Kansas City thing when Kansas City had.
Oh, you talking about the receiver? You talking about Zay Flowers? Yeah. You talking about Zay Flowers?
Yeah, Zay Flowers. Yeah, Zay Flowers. When Kansas City had, the cheetah. And then now Kansas City, when they got rid of Tyreek, they went to get what's the other guy from Texas, the one that ran
Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy.
Everybody want them scat back type of receivers, them little small receivers. Hey man, you need your number one. You need your big guy like maybe a 6'3", 6'4", somebody that can go out there and take the top off, and not really take the top off, that can actually just catch the ball, run routes. That can actually, hey, whenever I throw the ball to him, I know he's going to get it. A la Puka Nacua. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you throw that ball, hey, I'm catching. I don't care where it coming my way, hey, I'm putting hands on it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me now, this is 2026 now. You can go back as far as the Chicago 85 Bears, or Ray Lewis them had that 2002, 2000, when they won the Super Bowl, when they weren't giving up 11, 12 points a game.
12 points, yeah.
The name of the game, I don't care what you got on offense. Houston right now has a defense like that. But look at Seattle.
Yep.
Seattle has people that you don't really look at Seattle. You don't know these guys. You give me a team with a full of defense, I can make an offense work. I can score enough points. And that's what Seattle's doing. So basically, my thing is, these teams like Cincinnati putting their money to the receivers and Joe Burrow, it's all well and good. Your defense is trash.
Your defense sucks.
Now, Sean McDermott got fired from Buffalo because he's a defensive-minded coach, and their defense look like trash. But they are long in the tooth, like you said. Baltimore
long in the tooth,
long in the tooth. So you give me a team full of young bucks can go out there and run around that field. Seattle, when I watch Seattle play, Seattle look like they got 20 guys on the field. That's how they move it. Everybody's in the right place in the right time. And Baltimore might be saying to themselves, damn, we lost our next coach. He went to darn Seattle, and Mike McDonald could have been our coach. but he got them playing lights out. So with that being said, the last question I guess I'm gonna ask you, because this is something I wanted to talk about. Coming up this weekend with the AFC and the NFC championship game. Now the AFC should be kind of cut and dry. Who you got winning the AFC game this weekend?
You got it, man. Everything that may seem like it's going to be a slam dunk, sometimes don't be, man. Cause
It's true.
you want to go Patriots all day. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, Sean Payton might have something up his sleeve.
Did you hear what he
we know
said?
Drake may, and see what another thing about it too. We know Drake may have problems holding on to the ball. Sometimes he throw an errant interception. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear what Sean Payton said at his press conference?
What he said? I think I heard what he said.
Said, he arrogant is all I get out now. He told the Denver fans, hey, I want y'all to be loud as you can this weekend because you got 2 weeks to prepare to be loud again when we get to the Super Bowl. And I like, whoa. So the receiver for New England caught wind of it. Booty, I think his name Booty number 9.
Yeah,
Booty said, hey,
Booty number 9.
Booty said, okay, well, we're gonna see this weekend. So then they asked Vrabel about it. Mike Vrabel, Coach Vrabel say, listen, I don't need no bulletin board, but that's what Sean Payton was doing that when he was in New Orleans. He would talk a lot of noise.
Exactly.
So basically he was telling the fans, and he was telling Denver fans basically the weekend, make all the noise you want because you got 2 weeks to recover before we go to the Super Bowl. And Booty like, hold up, you disrespecting us. So me, I know what you're saying about that. Sean Payton might have some up his sleeve, but just looking at it from paper, you got a second string quarterback. And Darryl, he not even getting in the regular season game. He getting in the AFC championship game to get to the Super Bowl. Man, he ain't gonna be ready.
Sean Payton is one of the quarterback gurus, man.
I'm damn a guru. Listen, damn a guru. Hey, give me New England all day on that game. Give me New England.
Look how he got Bo Nix. Hey, you can't deny it. He got a track record for it. Look how Bo Nix looking. Bo Nix looking out there all world out there, man. Before he got hurt, you can't say he wasn't looking all world out there. In the year before, the first year, yeah, Bo Nix looking all world, man. First year now, but all world, man.
You got one.
And you got to think about it too.
Have 1 week.
Think about this right here too. Bo Nix came from Oregon, right? Yeah, he went to Oregon. He came from Oregon. Oregon quarterbacks don't usually do good in the NFL because Oregon got that, they got that high octane offense in college, but when they get to the pros, it's kind of different.
But Darryl,
you see what I'm saying?
Where did Bo Nix start at though?
Was he Auburn?
He started at Auburn. Yeah,
yeah.
He was at Auburn. He was in SEC.
Yeah.
So he old too. He old.
Yeah.
Now, saying that, I still say New England. So the next game is gonna be the best game of the day. Seattle and the Rams. Who you got winning that game?
I'm gonna have to go with the home team, man. Because the last game they played, it was close. It was 28-30. I think something like that. Seattle won in overtime, I think. Yeah, they won in overtime. The last game they played. So I'm gonna go with the home team. I got to go with the home team. Cause you got to think about it.
I'm the same way.
In that weather, that Seattle weather, I don't know if it could be rain. I don't know what's gonna be out there. Cause they ain't got no dome, so I don't know. But like I said, I got to go with Seattle, man.
Yeah,
until
Seattle.
The Rams show us otherwise. I'm going
the Rams are the team I picked. But the Rams are the team I picked. But the same token, I can't go the way that defense playing. The way that defense playing, man, they playing lights out. So unless Sam Darnold have a bad game, unless Sam have a bad game or something, I just got to go with Seattle though.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm gonna go with Seattle because they the only thing got to do is rush 4 and drop 7. And when we already know when you got that pressure on Stafford, he time it off. He can't get the puka nuku like I usually do. They ain't gonna be sitting there in no zone where he can just sit there and pick you apart. Nah, buddy, They ain't doing none of that. So he got to be on his A game. He got to be on his A game. Ain't gonna be none of that like how they did us. You be set back in the zone. He can just ding, 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 ding. Nah, ain't gonna be none of that. He can be all in his grill like Mr. Elliott. So
hey,
it is what
like
it
I
is.
say, hey, you right about that. With that being said, man, I want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers we getting. We loving it. I just wish we could do more shorts of making the music, but with YouTube, it's kind of put a stop to that. So some of the people that's been watching us were like, yo, why did y'all stop doing that and this, that, and the other? We got to figure out a way to do it. We still haven't figured it out,
It's
but
YouTube,
we will. And I have another idea. For a upcoming podcast because we got to start balancing out with the music in the sports and entertainment. And I want to ask you a quick. We're gonna give you a tidbit. This is what I came up with for the next one. If you could do a sequel to a movie, like, Coming to America had, so many years they had to Coming to America Part 2. What is a movie that didn't have a sequel? We're not going to talk about it now, but we're going to give you time. What is a movie that you wish had a sequel to it that never had one, but you wish it had one? And I'm going to let you ponder on that. So when we get ready to do the next one, because I already know 3 y'all want. I know you got one that I know 2 of them you're gonna say. I already know 2 of the ones you're gonna say, but I'm not gonna say it right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jot it down. I don't even want you talking to me about it when we at work and nothing. I don't want you saying, Mike, when we come back next week, I want you to jot it down.
Hey, what?
You give me your top. Maybe
yeah, we're gonna exactly. We're gonna get on this music stuff because
So
I got
what
some
I'ma
little
do?
intricate stuff I want to talk about music. Yeah, I got some little intricate
Oh
stuff I want to talk
like I
about
said,
music,
for
man,
sure,
because
for sure.
it's a
So
lot of
because my
yeah. Go
boy
ahead. Yeah,
finna
we're
drop
gonna
his
get on
CD
that
February
because
6th.
the reason why I say that because I'm looking at a lot of the stuff on social media, man. I watch a lot of little stuff on YouTube and podcasts and stuff like that. And the big topic of this day and age is the women can't find no men or it's hard dating and things like that. They ain't really got no love song like how we used to listen to back in the day, like the Quiet Storm and stuff like that. And a lot of these women got it kind of like twisted because now they're saying they don't want no man that can give them 50-50. We ain't doing no 50-50 type of thing like that. I said, but bro, y'all act like we living back in the 60s and the 70s where y'all can just sit back home and take care of the kids all day. These ain't them times. Bills is high, gas is high, food is high. Y'all got to build a foundation together. But a lot of these women thinking that, hey, if he can't pay 100%, I don't want him. Okay, well, you're just going to be by yourself. And the reason why I say that because, you had these songs that the Babyface, I'll pay your rent, all that, those songs back then, they could do all this right here. All you got to do is sit at home. Oh, okay. So my thing is, what song you think, or what song is? I don't want to say it's a simp song, but what is the greatest simp song of all time? But we ain't gonna talk about that now. We're gonna have that in our next episode. And
But
the
like
reason I
I say,
say that
we
because
giving people what we gonna be doing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Go ahead. What you about to say? Go ahead.
I ain't gonna say. We could just say it for the next episode. What's the greatest simp song of
But like
all
I say,
time? Is it
so
Babyface Soon as I get home from work, or Basic Black? A special kind of food.
That's the one.
What's
That's what
the
they
greatest
want.
simp song of all time?
That's my song. That's my song.
Yeah, so we can name a couple of
but
like
like I say,
yeah, we're gonna have go ahead, we're gonna do a poll with that, you know what I'm saying? The greatest simp
no.
song
So
of all time.
what we got to do is, I know on this podcast, what we got to do is we got to be able to give people more music and more entertainment besides the sports. So we got to be able to. So what we got to really start doing is shooting 2 episodes a week. So we got to start not just doing one, because we were just doing one with sports and that was it. So we got to go back to doing sports one day. We got to go back to doing musical entertainment on the next one. So yeah, we got to. So, but like I say, for all the subscribers out there, the new people that's rocking with us, thank you so much, because like I say, I get up every day trying to make shorts, trying to talk to everybody. I don't care if it's Indiana winning the national championship, if it's Baltimore, wherever it is, I'm trying to send it. I'm trying to get us all across the United States, all the way in the world. So hit that like, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend, say, hey man, this is an entertaining podcast, so it ain't one of them boring ones. So I'm gonna let you get the last word, Darryl.
Yeah, man, we appreciate all the new subscribers, man. Like my homeboy just now said, my podcast partner just said, tell a friend. Hey, look us up, man. Come in. We're gonna be here to entertain, excite, and give everybody a smile on their faces, man. We appreciate all our new subscribers. We appreciate everybody that's been following us, man, rocking with us. And like I said, we want to say, make sure y'all stay blessed, stay humble, stay focused. And hey, it's gonna be cold out here. In the southeast, you're gonna have this ice or rain or whatever. Man. Make sure y'all take care of y'all families, man. And we're gonna be, that's it, man. Peace out, man. Y'all stay blessed.
Peace out.